Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you felt like you weren't a priority for others? Have you ever experienced a moment when you've done a job exceptionally well, had a brilliant idea, or contributed something valuable to others, only to receive no recognition for your efforts? Unfortunately, there are times when, despite acting in the right way, doing what's best for everyone, and making yourself available to others, people may not acknowledge or may even pretend not to see your true worth. In fact, continually trying to please individuals who fail to acknowledge your deserving contributions can be disheartening, and turning the situation around can be quite challenging. It's unquestionably an unpleasant feeling, and it becomes even more distressing when it involves someone close to you, like family, friends, or a partner. According to Stoic philosophy, it's unwise to expect recognition from others because it's beyond our control, and such recognition may not always materialize. Consequently, waiting for recognition can lead to frustration. However, what if I were to inform you that there are methods to become a priority in someone's life to gain more recognition? In fact, if you grasp and apply the principles we're about to share with you, it's entirely possible for this transformation to occur. These 8 steps can guide you in remaining at the forefront of someone's thoughts. By adhering to these steps, you can ensure that the people you deeply care about perceive you as a constant priority in their lives. Step 1. Create the fear of losing you. Using the fear of loss is a powerful way to make someone see you as a priority. People tend to be more motivated by the fear of losing something than by the promise of gaining it. To make someone consider you a priority, you need to make them worry about losing you. To do this, you can start by gradually creating some emotional distance. Stop sharing your deepest feelings and secrets with them as freely as before. Also, make sure to balance your time and attention with other people and activities. This will subtly signal to them that they might not be as important to you as they once were. But be careful with this technique. If you distance yourself too quickly or too much, they might think you're not interested anymore and give up on trying to connect with you. So, use this method wisely and find the right balance. The goal is to make them realize your value without pushing them away completely. Step 2. Avoid being always available. The principle of quality over quantity is a widely recognized concept that transcends various aspects of life, including relationships. When you aim to become a priority in someone's life, you may find it necessary to recalibrate your level of availability. You see, the more readily and consistently you make yourself available, the higher the likelihood that others might come to take your presence for granted. This doesn't imply that you should only be available on your terms, disregarding the needs and desires of those you care about. Instead, it suggests that if you consistently bend over backward to accommodate others, it's time to take a step back and focus on prioritizing yourself. By doing so, you send a subtle yet impactful message. You have a life beyond them, and you're not merely sitting idly, waiting for their beck and call. This shift in perspective often has the effect of making others value your presence more. It underscores the importance of self-respect and self-worth. It also communicates that you are an individual with your interests, responsibilities, and commitments, and that you expect reciprocity in terms of effort and attention. In essence, it's about fostering a sense of balance and mutual respect within the relationship, where both parties recognize the value and significance of each other's time and presence. Step 3. Maintain some mystery. Adding a bit of mystery to your personality can be a useful approach in relationships. People are naturally curious about what they don't know, and this curiosity can make your connection stronger. When it comes to romantic and personal relationships, being a bit mysterious can be a good thing. If your objective is to become a priority in someone's life, Consider the power of withholding certain aspects of yourself initially. Instead of revealing every detail about your life right away, take a more measured approach. Offer tantalizing glimpses of your hobbies and interests without divulging every facet. When asked questions, respond with a degree of ambiguity and resist the temptation to delve too deeply into your past. The overarching goal here is to keep the other person intrigued and eager to explore more layers of your personality and experiences. By doing so, you create an environment of curiosity and anticipation, fostering a genuine interest in getting to know you on a deeper level. As time progresses, they will naturally begin to perceive you as a priority in their life, driven by their desire to uncover the mysteries and intricacies that define you. In essence, maintaining a touch of mystery adds a layer of excitement and allure to your presence in their life, making them more inclined to invest their time and effort in understanding and cherishing the essence that is uniquely you. Step 4. Prioritize your needs. Prioritizing your own needs isn't a selfish act. Rather, it's about ensuring that you don't find yourself in a situation where you're not valued as you should be. It's a matter of self-respect and self-preservation. Consider this scenario. If you're aware that someone won't treat you with the respect and consideration you deserve, why would you choose to maintain a close connection with them? It's crucial to surround yourself with individuals who genuinely value you, appreciate your presence, and see you as a priority in their lives. This isn't about ego or arrogance. It's about fostering healthy, mutually fulfilling relationships. It's important to keep in mind that you can't control how someone else feels about you. Their emotions and priorities are beyond your influence. However, what you do have control over is how you feel about yourself and the standards you set for the relationships you engage in. If your desire is to hold a significant place in someone's life, it's imperative that you first hold a significant place in your own life. Self-respect and self-care are the foundation of being seen as a priority by others. When you prioritize your well-being, interests, and happiness, you radiate self-assuredness and self-worth. This, in turn, can attract those who recognize your value and are willing to prioritize you in their lives as well. Ultimately, it's about finding a balance between self-care and nurturing meaningful connections with others. Step 5. Don't make them the center of your life. Did you ever notice that people often find themselves drawn to what they can't easily attain? It's a common phenomenon. The more effort someone has to put in to achieve something, the more they tend to covet it. You've probably heard the saying, "The grass is always greener on the other side." This saying reflects the human inclination to be intrigued by what's just out of reach. This aspect of human nature also applies to relationships. So, this step underscores the importance of keeping this insight in mind when interacting with others. It highlights the idea that maintaining a certain level of distance can actually make you more appealing. By not being too readily available, you send a signal that you're not overly eager for their attention. As time goes on, they'll come to appreciate your presence even more. In essence, by balancing your availability and not appearing overly eager, you create an allure that can deepen the connection over time. It's about allowing the natural curiosity and attraction to grow gradually, ultimately leading to a stronger bond, where your presence becomes more valued and cherished. Step 6. Stop initiating communication all the time. If you frequently find that you're the one consistently initiating conversations with someone significant in your life, it might be a good time to reconsider your approach. At first glance, this suggestion may appear counterintuitive. After all, if you want to become a priority in someone's life, shouldn't you take the lead in initiating communication? Surprisingly, the answer is no. When you always take the initiative to start conversations, it can inadvertently lead to the other person taking your efforts for granted. They become accustomed to your consistent outreach, and may begin to perceive your presence as less essential. So, what's the alternative? The solution is surprisingly simple. Pause your proactive communication and observe the results. By stepping back and allowing the other person to take the lead in reaching out, you create an opportunity to assess their genuine interest and commitment to the relationship. If they genuinely care about your connection, they will make an effort to bridge the communication gap. This shift in dynamics can help rebalance the relationship and foster a greater appreciation for your presence. Step 7. Create your own happiness. If you want to become a priority in someone's life, it's important to create your own happiness and not depend on them to be happy. While having someone who contributes to our happiness is undoubtedly wonderful, placing the entire burden of our well-being on them can often result in disappointment. Moreover, when we hinge our happiness entirely on others, we inadvertently surrender the reins of our lives, conforming to their agenda and priorities, which can ultimately breed resentment. To truly become a priority in someone's life, it's essential to cultivate your own happiness independently. This approach not only ensures your long-term contentment, but also renders you more appealing to others. Why? Because you'll exude a sense of balance and self-assuredness that naturally attracts people. By fostering your own happiness, you become a more complete and self-sufficient individual. You'll radiate a magnetic confidence and positivity that others find alluring. This way, you not only enhance your own well-being, but also position yourself as an even more desirable presence in the lives of those you seek to connect with. Step 8. Be willing to walk away. The prospect of distancing yourself from someone you genuinely care about can evoke feelings of fear and trepidation, but it's a vital step in personal growth. By demonstrating that you're unafraid to walk away when necessary, you communicate a profound message. You won't settle for anything less than what you truly deserve. In this process, the right person will naturally recognize your worth and endeavor to keep you in their life. Always bear in mind that your role is to act in alignment with your principles, which lies within your control. Consequently, you should maintain the conviction that your actions are morally sound in the eyes of others. This self-assuredness should bring you a sense of contentment and self-respect. It's important not to anticipate constant recognition or validation, as these expectations can lead to disappointment. Instead, have patience, allowing time to work its magic. In due course, people will naturally begin to appreciate you in the manner that you rightfully deserve. In conclusion, let's sum up the essence of these 8 steps for becoming a priority in others' lives. It's important to absorb this message in its entirety. We've all encountered situations where we felt overlooked or not given the priority we deserve. However, it's crucial to recognize that our life journey is unique, and the priorities of others may not always align with our true worth. Rather than allowing these moments to dent our self-esteem, we can view them as opportunities for personal growth. The crux of the matter lies in prioritizing our own well-being and happiness. As time progresses, others will naturally start to appreciate and value us more for who we are. It's vital to understand that even if others don't consistently place us at the top of their lists, we have the power and the right to give ourselves the priority we deserve. This isn't selfishness. It's an act of self-compassion and self-determination. By doing so, we can cultivate healthier relationships, make decisions that align with our goals, and lead a life that's more fulfilling and meaningful. Thank you for your attention. If you found this content valuable, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you soon.